Hi, guys. If you were absent today, Wednesday, March 7th, then here's what we did today. If you'll go to your Google Classroom and when this opens up, you'll go to your hour. I'm just going to go to first hour and you'll see today's assignment. So, what you need to do is open up all of these. Now, you won't see this one, March Madness Poetry Docs, until you say open the assignment because I shared it with you. But you need to open it and open TPCast 1 and TPCast 2. And then you need to open up also the literary devices because this will help you find some things. Okay. So what you're going to do is go to make sure you're on Game 1, Team 1. So that's this one. Game 1, Team 1. And this is Fire and Ice. And then you just follow the directions on the Google form. So first of all, you think about the title. Before reading the poem, what does this title mean to you? And so you think about the title, Fire and Ice. What does that mean? You could put its opposites. They're both beautiful things. They're both destructive things. Whatever you think that this title might mean. Then you just type it here. There's no right answer, no wrong answer. It's just whatever you think. And then you go to the P for paraphrase. Use this section to translate or paraphrase parts of the poem that are not easily understood. It says copy the line from the poem and then translate or paraphrase it. Paraphrase at least 3 lines. Okay, so now we're going to go to the poem. And this I actually want you to do on the poem. Now you'll see here what I've already done with another class. Okay, you have, we translated this from what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those of favor fire. And we said, it means I agree with those people who say the world will end with greed or passionate, out of control love, because we decided that was what desire meant. And then we highlighted this line and we said, it says, but if I had to perish twice, and this class decided that meant, but if the world had to die 2 times. And then we highlighted this part, and you don't always have to do 3 lines, but these 3 lines seem to go together, so we decided to translate the whole thing. Hate would also be enough to destroy the world. Okay, why did we get hate? Because this ice, he said it was hate right here, the author, so we decided just to put hate in here instead of ice. So then you just take this sentence that you first did and you copy it, and you take it over to your Google form and you paste it here on paraphrase, and then I would put an equal sign and then you paste what you put in this box. So you're annotating it on the Google Doc, but then you're transferring that information over to TPCast to turn into me. So after you do those 3, then you go to the first C. Now there's normally not 2 C's in connotation or in TPCast, but I split it into 2. So the first one, I just want you to look at words that are not meant to be taken literally, because that's what connotation means. They have a deeper meaning than just the dictionary meaning of the word. So you come over to your poem and you look for words. So I think we decided to say that we thought favor. Favor was kind of a positive word, but written in a negative sentence about the death of the world. So we decided that that was kind of strange and stood out to us. So we went over here and we typed in favor equals, that has a positive connotation. So that's all we had to say. Favor has a positive connotation. We thought that was kind of interesting. Stood out. Oh, I'm sorry. I was supposed to be up here on this C. So we go through and we find a few words that we probably need to know the meaning of, the deeper meaning of. And then we went to this next C and we found all the figurative language or the literary devices. And you can get those off that PDF that I had on the Google Classroom. This one, okay? And you can look for these things in here. In fact, we decided in this poem, Fire and Ice, there was only like one big one. And it was, let's see, it starts with an A and it's on here. It was analogy, because the whole poem was comparing one thing to something very different, comparing fire to desire and ice to hate. So we just wrote the whole poem as a big analogy, and we said what the analogy was. Okay, so back over the TPCast, And then we're almost done. We just have to look at the attitude or tone that the author has towards this subject. So this could be like the words they chose. So we decided to concentrate on the positive connotation words that are in this poem and how it made it seem like the poet or the speaker of the poem wasn't really all that like passionate about the subject, like he was standing back, like he was aloof, or he just felt like there was no stopping it, no stopping the destruction of the world. And we thought the world maybe meant like his life. And then we go on, so we would write that down here. Everything you need, even the words that led you to this. And then shift. Shift is anywhere in the poem that it changes from like one subject to another subject, or changes from one attitude to another attitude, or maybe even one speaker to a different speaker. And so we found a shift here where it used the word but, which sometimes signals a shift because it switched from fire to ice right there. So that was a shift. So that's what we wrote on shift. And then we go back to the title again. What does fire and ice mean to you now? Has your understanding of the title changed? And if so, how or why? And explain. And then theme. Theme is, what is this poem about? And what is the author or the speaker of the poem saying about the subject? So we decided that it was, in one class, we decided that it was emotions are going to ruin people no matter what, there's no escaping it. So there's our theme, and we got it from delving into the poem. Once you're finished with that, you'll click submit, and then you go on and you do the second poem. Now, if you were in class today, you did the second poem with a partner. If you were absent, you're going to have to do the second poem by yourself. So I hope this helps, and happy TP casting.